What's going on, y'all? What's happening? Happy Thursday. Appreciate y'all tuning in. What's good? Stay dangerous. What's happening? What's going on? Happy Thursday, broski. What's popping, everybody? We made it. We made it through the week. Friday's tomorrow. Saturday, game day. We made it through the week. What up, boss? Okay, what's good? What's happening? I'm just chilling, man. Just chilling. Enjoying my Thursday night. Nice breeze coming through. Got my gummy bears. Got my caffeine. This peach flavor has been my go-to. Although I like the lemonade iced tea better. This ain't that bad though. Appreciate it. Stay dangerous. Yeah, so it's an AK AR hybrid. So it has an AK lower, obviously 7.62. Then it has an AR upper. I think people call them like mutants or some shit, but it's basically a AR AK hybrid. Best of both worlds. Greetings from Uranus. Ah, well, much love coming back to Uranus, my guy. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I mean, you do know you're not the first one to use that line, right? I think at least one person hops on and uses the Uranus, but I still enjoy it. I mean, it is pretty funny, I guess. Han Soul. What's up, my Korean broski? Do I like Wendy's? I mean, I don't dislike it. I think of all of the fast foods, if I were to eat one, I'd eat Wendy's. I do like the $5 biggie bag with a junior bacon cheeseburger, honey mustard for the sauce. Francisco, what's up? What's up, man? Klaus K. I'm in North Korea. I'm in North Korea, and I'm just preparing to run across the border. Nolan, what's happening? Welcome. Happy Thursday night. What up, Nicholas? Appreciate it, Nicholas. Yeah, it's a kind of like I wanted something different in the collection. I have an AK. This is an AK AR hybrid. I thought they were unique. I mean, it's fun as shit to shoot. If you like AKs and you like ARs, why not have, you know, best of both worlds? So it was just something to add to the collection. Not the first thing I would grab, but she is fun to shoot. Oh, geez, Francisco. I was hoping to move away from that topic, because that's the only thing that I fucking heard about yesterday. Yeah, I enjoy AK. I do take preference in the AR over the AK, but AK you gotta have in the collection. Sham, I'm not trying to be tough. I don't know why you think I'm trying to be tough. I'm not. I'm just an average Joe Schmo Korean sitting in his car. I don't understand the comment. Wasn't trying to be tough, but thanks for tuning in, Sham. What up, Tactical Llama? What's good? Bam, what's up, my bro? Appreciate it, Grace. 5'11". 5'11" tac vest. Yeah, I agree. AK, it's like the Honda of the world. AK is like a Glock in my eyes. Appreciate it, Alonzo. Car and gun. Much love. Appreciate it. Sham, it's all good. No worries. Like I said, I mean, I'm not trying to be tough. I'm just me. If you follow the page or subscribe to the channel, which much love, everybody. I passed on my last live, I passed 7,000 subs. So much love to all of you for tuning in. Was pretty excited to pass 7,000 subs. So we'll keep climbing. We're gonna keep climbing. 10K is the next goal. So 10K subs next goal, and we'll get them. But much love for tuning in. Nah, so like I've never actually got it done. You know, I did buy one Glock that came Cerakoted, and it just, the slide didn't feel as like, I don't know, it just felt kind of rusty. I didn't like the texture. I'm sure they all come in different styles of Cerakote, but I kind of prefer my guns just black, honestly. Oh, appreciate it, Brittany. Much love. I appreciate the sub. Daz. What do I identify as? I identify as a Christian, a husband, a father, a brother, but ethnicity Korean. That's why I identify as Korean. Blatt, the RPG is in the trunk. I keep the RPG in the trunk, brother. G, what up? Yeah, man, sobriety hasn't been easy. You know, I've been fortunate enough to break it, going on 2 years now. Not a lot of people, you know, not a lot of people can just walk away. I went cold turkey 2 years ago. Life has been so much better sober. Walmart was out of RPGs. Daz, I'm always expecting trouble ahead. I mean, I don't know where you live, but I live in the United States. There's literally trouble all around and crazy ass people. Yeah, appreciate it, Tactical Llama. Do I say fuck China while shooting? I mean, not really. I got a hollow sun. I carry a hollow sun on all my firearms. I love hollow sun. Pretty sure most of the clothes that I'm wearing is made in China. What up, Chris? Yeah, listen, I haven't known sobriety since I was in middle school. And the last 2 years have been just mad clear. I mean, my health, obviously, my sleeping, my thought process, my relationship building, the closeness of my family. I mean, everything has just been so much better. The fucking checking account looks so much better. I'm not spending $200 every time I go out to drink, 10, 15 margaritas. Alonzo, so this is a 511. So I actually got this, just kind of a budget plate carrier system because I needed it to compete in the tactical games. So in the tactical games, you got to compete with 15 pounds, ruck or tac vest, and that's probably one of the hardest fucking things I've ever did in my life. I'm not American. Okay. What am I then? And what does it require, Black? What does it require to be American? Help educate me on what would make me more American. Yeah, good for you, Chris, man. Hey, congratulations, kudos to you. Keep going. Dude, 2 years sober, that's huge. And I agree. Just feel like I feel like I just reclaimed my life. But I'm happy for you. Much love, and keep fighting the good fight. Because, I mean, if you're like me, it never gets easier. I was actually just texting my wife earlier. I dropped my daughter off to go pick up some things at the hair shop. And there was this, tequila joint. I see a whole bunch of people going in. And I text her. I'm like, I wish I could just go in there and get a margarita. And, of course, she always gives me good advice. But, yeah, the urge is always there. But much love. Keep chugging along, man. Chicken bone. I'm 100% appendix carry. It's the only way I carry. To each his own. Some people like it, some people don't. Some people think it's uncomfortable. So I am pro appendix. That's the only way I carry. It's the only way I know how to carry. I think it's faster, number one. I also think it's more comfortable for me when I'm sitting down. It's more comfortable moving. I just feel like everything about it. When I get on my motorcycle, whatever it is, for me, I'm appendix, always. Alonzo, so yeah, the tactical games, what I did was actually a skirmish. So it was a modified tactical games. Think like a 2-gun match incorporating CrossFit. So you do a lot of like CrossFit shit that gets your heart rate up, get your breathing really heavy, and then you got to go and compete and shoot. So let's just say you're biking, you might be biking on a bicycle at like, and I'm making this up, right? 2,000 RPMs for 3 minutes, and then you got to go shoot. Really opens up your eyes to shooting while under duress, or blood pressure's high, you're trying to control your breathing. It's fucking hard, because most people, they just shoot static shooting. They stand there, plink, plink, plink. That shit's not realistic in my eyes. Now, some people don't have the luxury of going to shoot in other places. They only have an indoor range, and you could just go there and stand there and shoot. But I always encourage people, like, you got to get out and do different things in terms of testing your skills, whether it's be competition shooting, doing some type of movement drills. It's way different. Your accuracy when moving and breathing heavy is not the same as just standing there all calm and collected and shooting static. What up, y'all? Aquila, Trivel, much love. Yeah, so this is my, I think it's a 10.5. It's a PSA KS47. So it's an AK-AR, AK-AR hybrid. I think people call them mutants or whatever. 2KP, Mr. Ford. Really opens up your eye. I mean, it does. I mean, it does. When you're actually competing and you're moving, your skills, if you're not familiar with it, deteriorate at a rapid pace. Bobby, yeah, you gotta go treat yourself to the 2K11P, man. Stop bullshitting and just go buy it. You should have bought it yesterday. or today, or whenever it came out. Raven Reaper, thoughts on FRTs? The only FRT that I like is the Super Safety, the one that you can flip between semi and full. The other ones, you only have one option, full go. I don't like that one. I had that one. I got rid of it. It was just, it wasn't practical. You know, like you literally just mag dump. You mag dump and you waste a lot of ammo and you're not very accurate beyond 10 yards. I like them. They're fun. They're just mad expensive to shoot. You know, you're figuring 5.56 right now is probably going what? Maybe 40 cents a round. Yeah, you know, not just dumping that type of money, just a mag dump. You going live on your phone? Yoko, what's good, bro? Hey, I know you hit me back, man. We'll connect. I'm actually on the road tomorrow. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. we're driving down the Mississippi. So I got a long ass ride. I'll hit you up though, man. I saw that you call back though. What up, Platinum? What up, what up, what up, folks? The name's main. What's the FRT 13? I don't know what that is. After I sold mine a year ago, I kind of just got out of touch with like all the different FRTs and the watt triggers and the super safeties. Again, for me, they're just what I do, not practical. But again, they're fun to shoot. I mean, if you got $500 just to blow on a trigger, hell yeah, go get one. They're mad fun to shoot. Yeah, Raven Reaper. So the one that I had, I actually had a watt trigger. The quality of steel was not the best. Like literally after maybe about 1,000 rounds, you can tell, I don't know what the part is called on the trigger, but it was definitely starting to warp a little bit. Was not the best. Yeah, they're making a ton of different FRTs. Sweet Bonnie, this is an AK AR hybrid. So it's an AK lower. Everything's identical to an AK lower, 7.62. The upper is an AR. So it's literally just a hybrid, best of both worlds, AK and AR. So it shoots 7.62, AK lower. Everything above is an AR. Tin Man Metal, what's going on, y'all? Man, we got the whole crew in tonight. Cheers, y'all. Much love. If y'all are new to the live or the channel, appreciate you tapping in. Double tap that screen, but most importantly, hit that sub button. We just passed 7,000 subs a couple days ago, so was super excited about that. There you go. Yeah, just double tap where the big ass muzzle brake is. If everyone can just double tap the muzzle brake twice, tap, tap, hit the sub button. We are en route to 10,000 subs, y'all. Daz, how easy is it? I mean, easy as pie. So where I'm at, I can walk into the gun store, pick out a gun, and I'll be walking out in 30 minutes. I mean, you know, the more difficult part of getting your hands on a gun is getting the one that you actually want. But actually, the process itself, in and out 30 minutes. Spain's in the house. What's up? Love the Spain. Big Racer. Much love. I appreciate that. I appreciate the sub. Hey, we're climbing, y'all. We was at 4,000, 5,000 subs. We're at 7,000 subs. Next stop, 8,000. We're going to keep going. But I appreciate the love. Appreciate y'all tapping in. I'll I'll probably end up doing some live on Saturday when we go watch Ole Miss football. Hotty toddy, y'all. Hotty toddy. Gotta love Ole Miss football. I know there's a bunch of Rebels in here. Hotty toddy, go Rebs. Yeah, Yoko. Much love, man. Hey, good luck tonight. Tell Blickies I said what's up. When my daughter's done training, I'll tap in if you guys are still on there. Sweet Bonnie. Yeah, you know, once the Dracos got to be like ridiculously popular and like, I mean, they're not even like that great. They were great for like collectible, but now they're just like dime a dozen. I don't even like them anymore. They just look stupid to me, honestly. Honestly, what I want, if I could get another AK right now, it would be a 5.56. I'm sure yours is super classy, Sweet Bonnie. I want an AK and 5.56 though. 7.62 is just, well, I should say affordable 7.62. So hard to find. Now, I used to buy 7.62, the steel Russian tool ammo. Just give me an AK and 5.56. I'm good to go. What up, Al Pappy? I want that same one there. I might take it. All right, it's all yours. It's all yours, man. I won't even resist. What up, big country balls, mid country balls, whatever that says. Alonzo, I agree with you. I just like AKs just because it's like, you got to have one. It's an AK. 100%. I'm grabbing my AR all the time. Always grabbing my balls. Bacon 61. I'm mad relaxed. Oh, CTV Tactical, what's good? Dude, all the heavy hitters are hitting in tonight, man. Appreciate you guys. I'm always grabbing my balls. I don't know why. All the heavy hitters are in tonight. Much love, you guys. Happy Thursday. Bro, I'm so happy. Like, Thursday for me is like the best day of the week. I don't know, Jimmy. I mean, I guess depending on the length of the barrel, I don't think a 5.56, I don't think it does too bad against a brick wall. Now, it's probably not gonna do as much damage as a 7.62, but I think it holds its own. Again, short of the barrel, probably not, but depending on the ammo and the length of the barrel, I don't think it does crappy against a brick wall. Well, yeah, Sweet Bonnie said it. I mean, and also, like, who needs to shoot through a brick wall? Hopefully I'm never in a scenario where I have to shoot through a brick wall. Through a car door, more likely. But I don't think I'm ever going to be trying to shoot through a brick wall. What up, Jump Out Blast? Yeah, 7.62. So this is my AK AR hybrid. Got an AK lower, AR upper. The infamous Mutant AK AR hybrid. What up, Jay? What caliber do I recommend? Well, I don't hunt, Jay, so I don't know much about hunting. I think a 308 would probably do just fine hunting, but you would not want to do a 308 inside your house. I think two different things. I don't think you could have my opinion, and I'm not expert. First of all, I think the best home defense is your EDC, which is my pistol. That's what I'm most familiar with. So the first thing I'm going to grab is the pistol that's on me every day, that I have the most rounds under, that I'm most comfortable shooting all the time, or a shotgun. I'm not grabbing my 5.56 or my AK for home defense. You're going to blow your fucking eardrums out, and the bullet's going to go through every single wall in the house. Probably not want to use what you hunt with to shoot someone inside your house, in my opinion. But again, I'm not an expert. Uh-oh, we got some trollers in the house. The trollers are in. You know, I've been actually pretty lucky the last couple of lives. I think I've been averaging 5,000-6,000 in my lives. Not too many trollers, but every now and then one of yous seem to just pop up. 308 is bad for hunting. Yeah, I don't know jack shit about hunting. I couldn't tell you diddly squat about hunting. I don't hunt. What am I eating? Haribo gummy bears. And then I got my second best flavor in Ghost, which is peach. The Golden God 47. What up? Daz, I have no clue. Daz, I don't watch the news. I think the news rots your brain. This is the only social media that I do, so I couldn't tell you. I think I heard it was a bolt action though, but again, I don't watch the news. The news is fucking just rot your brain. Yeah, so Sweet Bonnie, good point. I did read about that. Just, I don't know, I might have come across it somewhere on shot placement. Cherie Lord, going to war? No, I'm not going to war, but I'm definitely prepared for war or violence. You know, I'm not choosing to go to war, but I'm damn sure going to be prepared. I'm not going to be caught off guard to my best ability. You can only carry one firearm in your vehicle or multiple. If I can only carry one ever, it's going to be my pistol, my EDC, the one that's on me all the time. For a lot of different reasons. Some people are going to say, oh, I'm going to carry my AR in my car all the time, only one gun. Well, what about when you got to get out of the fucking car? You can't put your AR down your pants. What if you got to go into the gas station or something? If I can only have one gun forever in my car, it's going to be my EDC. It's going to be the gun that I carry all the time. Brookside, what up? Long time. Much love. Welcome back. CTV Tactical. So good question. So these aren't armored plates. These are just weighted plates. I actually did the tactical games earlier this year. So I had to get a plate system that weighed 15 pounds. You can only compete in the tactical games with the 15-pound ruck or plate carrier set. I have no need, for like armor. So it's not like level 3 armor. Now, the steel's pretty goddamn thick. I'm pretty sure it'll stop a 9mm. But that's not what they were for. I had to wear 15 pounds to compete. And if you're not familiar with the tactical games, it's basically like CrossFit mixed in with a 2-gun match. So you're doing tons of CrossFit, and then you got to go shoot, precision shoot. You're not looking to hit like a fucking big ass steel plate. I mean, we're talking about small targets while you're breathing hard as a motherfucker. Tommy John, Tommy boy, what's up? Nah, not at the range. I wish I was at the range. The range I subscribe to, or I membership to, I want to say they're closed for some type of farming expo until like the 22nd or 23rd. If you guys are just tapping in, appreciate it. Appreciate the love. For anybody that's new, hit that subscribe button. Your boy Uncommon Korean just passed 7,000 subs, making my way to 8,000 and beyond. Hit that sub button, double tap that screen. All you got to do is just double tap where the big ass muzzle brake is. Just double tap the muzzle brake, hit the sub button, and stay tuned for more content. But I appreciate you guys tapping in tonight. Callan, you're the second person to ask. You know, not going to get into this topic. It's literally like what I listened to all day yesterday, all on my feed. You know, it's, yeah. Listen, this is what I'll say. Tragic, sad. I don't condone violence, murder, assassination, none of that. Horrible. You know, but it's also tough to have empathy for someone that didn't show empathy for the less fortunate, minorities, immigrants, you know, women, specifically women of color. I'm no here, no there. You know, like I'm more saddened for 9/11 today than I am about that. I'm more saddened about the school shootings than I am about that. I'm more sad about, you know, people that just are mean to people for no reason, people they don't even know, strangers. You know, it's a sad world, unfortunately. And you have a lot of people that fuel the fire, and, you know, it's just an unfortunate, sad world. But yeah, I think that's the last time I'm going to address that. Man, what is Jimmy and Bushika? What are you guys? Bushika speak facts. Did I miss something? What up, Christopher Lewis? I don't know, man. I blinked. I turned away. I answered a question. And what did I miss? Damn, the chat's on fire with Callum, my favorite gun's my Bull Armory TAC Pro. It's a 2011. It's a 2011 TAC Pro. That's probably easily my by far. Cam Jones. So wasn't it? I never served. So my dad was actually in the Army. He served in the Vietnam War. I want to say my dad was in the military for like 22, 23 years. My son's in the Navy. He's actually in the Philippines right now. I wanted to go to the Army. I went to college for criminal justice. I would have went into law enforcement, but I did want to go into the military, but I also played football. So I was on a football scholarship. I Hall of Famed at my alma mater. I played in the NFL after college. And by the time I got out, yeah, I mean, there was no hope for going to the military at that age. Plus, I met my wife. We started having kids and a family. Military just wasn't there. H&K is a dope firearm. Yeah, I mean, anything H&K is freaking awesome. Oh, man. Hey, PSA makes some dope ass quality, affordable firearms. I've heard nothing but good things about the dagger. I mean, this is a PSA. I've got my money worth out of this, but the daggers, I see lots of them at the range, even shooting competitions. I never see people with problems. I don't hear bad things about the dagger. What up, Brandon Ryder? I love PSA. Actually, I don't know if they dropped it yet, but aren't they coming out with a shotgun? I think it's like a it might be like a 1301 clone, maybe. I don't know, but I am waiting for that. I might get my first shotgun from PSA. What up, Mo313? Nah, I didn't serve. My dad was in the military, served in the Vietnam War. My son's in the Navy. I ended up playing football in college and NFL, and I wanted to go to the military when I was young, but it just never worked out. I mean, it was like NFL, military. I ended up playing football. Nice, Brandon. That's a good mix. That's a good mix of arsenal. You're 8.5 and 300. Do you got a suppressor for it? I was at a competition maybe last month. This dude had a short barrel 300 with a suppressor on it. That shit was just literally a whistle. That's all you heard. Whistle. It was probably the quietest 300 blackout I've ever heard. Appreciate it, Mo. Yeah, man. Much love to you too. God bless. What up, Focus? What's good, man? Why'd you come up out your vest? You gotta sleep with that shit on. Nowadays, at least. Nowadays, you gotta sleep with it on. Can't take it off. Yeah, it's shower with the vest. Yep. Clipsters. Waiting for, so you're waiting for someone to come get me? Nah, I'm out in the middle of nowhere. No one's coming to get me. Stanky VR, just joined what? Did I just join the military? I'm not on duty, I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out in my car, doing jack shit. Eating gummy bears. Nah, I'm not in the military. My dad served, my son currently in the Navy. You might have just missed it, but I wanted to go into the military. But I ended up playing football instead. Cam Jones, what team did you... So I was with the Vikings and the 49ers. Elijah Perez. This is my AK AR hybrid. So it's a PSA KS47. You got an AK lower with an AR upper. KDS cool. What up? So when I first got my FRT, or whatever you want to call it, it was actually a Watt. They're all the same. If you look at them, they're all the same. They all, except for the super safety. That's a little bit different. But I had a wide open trigger, which is basically an FRT. Watt FRT. I just got it right from Watt. My favorite handgun? My favorite handgun's my Bull Armory TAC Pro. It's a double stack 1911, 2011, whatever you want to call it. That's my favorite gun. It has V8 ports, made in Israel. Can't get them in stores. You got to direct order. What up? BCA upper. Nice. Does your BCA upper and your PSA lower run? Any problems with it, Christopher? Mine runs pretty smooth. I get malfunctions every now and then, but it's kind of what you would expect from a hybrid. I mean, nothing to where like I'm frustrated and I want to like throw it in the trash. But some of the you know, those hybrids, they don't run well at all. What up, Norwood? Welcome to the chat. Welcome back in, my broski. Yeah, you know what? So I've owned a lot of Glocks. I've never owned a 26. And I don't know. It's just too fat and dumpy for me. You know what I mean? I don't like fat, dumpy guns. Nice. Yeah, I know some people, they've gotten a bad batch of the mutants. I've been lucky with mine. My favorite rifle, my favorite rifle is my 5.56. That's what I compete with. It's an 11.5. I don't like long barrel ARs. So I like, this is a 10. This is a 10.5. For 5.56, I don't like anything less than 11.5. CTV Tactical. Man, I'd say, man, that's a hard decision. I don't know, man. Maybe the green ones. Maybe the green ones. You know, I mean, they're all fucking awesome, but I'm probably gonna go with the green ones. My favorite gummy bear. Norwood, the TAC Pro, dude, I'll never get enough of the TAC Pro. I don't think they can make a gun for me that will make me like it more than TAC Pro. Although there is this one custom gun I've been eyeballing. Why am I blanking on who it's made by? It's a custom 2011. God, why am I blanking? It might be gun. It might be something Works. Why am I blanking? But Works, WERKZ. I'm sure someone knows what I'm talking about. That could potentially make me fall in love with it more than my Bull Armory. Dead North TV, what up? What restaurant has the best bulgogi beef? The one around the corner? The one that's ran by a whole bunch of real Koreans that marinated the bulgogi meat for like 3-4 fucking days? And you gotta have the sticky rice. Bulgogi and carby is not good unless if you have sticky white rice. Nice. So if you could only have one Norwood, ultralight or Tac Pro? You can only pick one. Which one you going with? Which one you like better? Ryan Dillon, definitely not ice. 100% not ice. Stanky, yeah, I've been married. Been married 22 years now. Me and my wife been together, happily living our best life. 22 years in. That shit's unheard of. Exactly, dead north. You got to go to like the real joint where they don't really even speak English, and they get the right kind of meat, cut of meat, and they marinate it, because bulgogi and carby is only good if you marinate it right. He'll take all three. Yeah, kudos, focus. 20 years in. Yeah, that shit's unheard of, you know? Like, people get divorced nowadays like it ain't nothing. You know, it's like divorce in America's got to be like 60%. That I might even be like lowballing the number. But yeah, kudos to you. 20 years is huge. Not only is the divorce rate high, a high percent of the people that are married are so fucking miserable together, it's sad to watch. Yeah. So you got 50% of the population getting divorced. And then I would go as far as saying 40% of the other 50% are fucking unhappy. But they just stay together because like that's what they're used to. They're so afraid of like change or moving on, or who am I gonna find, or who's gonna fucking love me. It's sad. I appreciate it, focus. My favorite car? I mean, shit. I mean, if I could have any car, I mean, that's hard. You know, you got so many of those like luxury exotic cars, the fast ones. You know, I love that the big ass new Cadillac Escalade, like the premium decked out one, the all black version. You know, I like the Mercedes Benz Jeep wagon. I think it's called a G wagon. But you know, honestly, I'm not like one of those guys that like fantasize about what I don't have. I mean, I love my Kia Telluride right here, made in Korea for the uncommon Korean. I'm happy. I have a Kia Telluride, and my wife has a Kia Telluride. I love them. 100,000 mile warranty. Got a 10-year, 100,000 mile warranty. Can't beat that. Hey, did the Packers game start? Can someone tell me if the Packers game started? What up, Tyler? Much love. Appreciate you tuning in. No, I'm not a cop. I wanted to be a cop. I went to school for law enforcement. Jesus Christ. I went to school for criminal justice. I wanted to go into law enforcement or the military because my dad was in the military for like 22 years. But I was playing football too. So I was on a football scholarship. After that, I went to the NFL. By the time I got out the NFL, my wife and I was having a kid. Military wasn't an option. But I'm very proud of my son. Serves in the Navy, continuing the legacy of my father and the history of our family. So very proud of my son. Forgotten Echo, what's up? Much love. Appreciate you tuning in. Welcome in, welcome back. All right, 0-0. Yeah, I'm going for the Packers. I think the Packers are going to have a tough team this year. But I mean, they're playing Detroit, right? I think they're playing Detroit. Detroit ain't, I mean, they're serious business too, but fucking Michael Parsons is an animal. That dude is like a freak of nature. Norwood, be well. Be well. Much love. Enjoy your weekend, and I appreciate you tuning in. Be safe, my brother. Much love. God bless. Commander Nation. I like the Commanders. You know, I grew up in Virginia, so we kind of followed them growing up. Derek Jones, what up? Appreciate you. Okay, cool. Yeah, we didn't go up so I was in the Virginia Beach area, that peninsula area. We didn't go up to DC a ton. Times that I visited DC, I always enjoyed it. Now, okay, listen. My wife and I, we love the Eagles. I love everything the Eagles stand for. I love, we trust me, we're Eagles fans. Honestly, I just don't have a team. Like, I just like to see a good football game. I don't root for necessarily, I always root against the Chiefs. I don't care who the fuck is playing the Chiefs. I root against the Chiefs. But if I had to pick a team that I really enjoyed to watch, I'd probably say it's the Eagles, honestly. Mexico's in the house. Much love to Mexico. I just got back. Me and my wife just got back from Tulum. Like maybe 3 weeks ago. We went to Tulum for the week. Loved it. I love everything about Mexico. Love the culture. Love the people. The food's always awesome. I mean, the weather, the beaches, the resorts. Erica, what's up? No, I'm not a cop. Not a cop, not ICE. I wanted to go into the military, but I was playing football. So I was on a football scholarship, went to the NFL, met my wife, had kids. Military, law enforcement, just at that point wasn't an option. I went to school for criminal justice. That's what my degree's in. All right, Nicola. Much love. Take care. God bless. Be well. Erica, why do I have a gun? So honest, great question. If you're new to the channel, good question. Appreciate you tuning in and asking. So my channel is based on shooting. I'm a competitive shooter. I'm actually a master class shooter in carry optics and IDPA. So my channel is based around guns and shooting. Just my joy for it. When I went sober and I gave up drinking, I really started to shoot a lot. And shooting was kind of just it was kind of like what I substituted drinking with shooting. So going on 2 years of sobriety. So my content, my channel is based around guns. That's number one. And number two, I always have a firearm on me. I live in America, and it's a dangerous environment, unfortunately. You have a lot of crazy people, mental health, violence. I much rather be prepared than to be a victim. My favorite's always going to be an AR. I like the mechanics of an AR. You know, I just like everything about like the functionality. It's you know, I like the recoil management. I like everything about an AR. Forgotten Echo. Yeah, no, it's not that I don't. I just kind of, I think we all kind of lived through it yesterday. I'll repeat what I said earlier because like 3 or 4 people kept asking earlier. Not going to avoid it. You know, I think what I'll say on it is it's tragic and sad. I feel bad for his wife and kids. I don't condone murder. I don't condone, assassination or violence. I'm a Christian. I don't condone any of that. Now, I will say, personally, for me, it's also hard to have empathy for someone that didn't have empathy for others that were either less fortunate, people of color, women. I thought some of the rhetoric was extremely harsh and nasty. So, again, but I also don't make an excuse for what happened. Like that, there's no excuse for that. I personally, I feel more saddened about the school shooting. I feel more saddened about 9/11. I feel more saddened about how people are mean to people every single day. Strangers, kids, neighbors, like just the pure nastiness. I'm more saddened about that. That's just, that's my opinion. Hopefully that answers the question. Stanker, much love. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate the dialogue, the support, and you tapping in. Much love. Be well. Big Racer. Appreciate the sub. Hey, listen, those of you guys that are tapping in, new to the channel, man, listen, much love. I appreciate you guys. Content creation isn't easy. Passing 7,000 subs a couple days ago, like I said, I was pretty stoked about that. So I appreciate all you guys that are just tapping in, tuning in, engaging in conversation. Luckily there hasn't been too many trolls and hate baiters out there. Every now and then you get people that come in and they just want to be nasty. They want to troll. They want to just say hateful stuff. It's been a pretty cool night. Lots of good content and just dialogue tonight. So that's what I appreciate about my lives too. I go into some other people's lives and, sometimes they're positive and sometimes they're super nasty. It's been a good one. So much love. Stay dangerous. Right back at you. Kevin Shipwreck. Good question. Hey, great question. Thanks for tuning in. So actually this is for exercise. It's not like a level 3. Well, first let me back up. If you're familiar with my channel, or you could sub and get familiar with it. I'm a minimalistic. I don't carry spare mags. I don't carry a knife. I don't carry nothing. I carry my wallet, my phone, and my EDC. Nothing else. I don't believe in carrying tourniquets and comms and knives and spare mags and flashlight on my gun, flashlight in my back pocket. That's not me. This is actually for exercise. I competed in the tactical games. And if you're familiar with the tactical games, you got to compete in a 15-pound ruck or plate carrier setup. So this is purely was to compete in the tactical games. And I use it for exercise because, a lot of people, they don't get into a state where their heart is race. Their blood pressure is up, their critical thinking is being challenged. But when you get into like doing some type of exercise and then trying to shoot, it's fucking hard. I did a 15K Tough Mudder. And the tactical game skirmish that I did with this 15-pound plate on, and like I said, 15 pounds doesn't sound like a lot. The fucking skirmish was almost as hard as a 15K Tough Mudder. And you would be surprised at how terrible your shooting is when you're breathing hard. It's fucking hard. Appreciate that, Forgotten Echo. Appreciate the sub. Much love. Hama. I'm from the United States of good old America. Colton, there's nothing minimalistic about that man bun. Hey, listen. I tell people all the time, when you're my age, at 46, and you still have a whole head of hair, You better grow that shit while you still can, because that shit ain't always going to be up there, my guy. Appreciate you tuning in, Colton. Much love, my guy. Christopher Lewis, yeah, that shit ain't easy. Are you law enforcement, Christopher Lewis? Law enforcement or military? That shit's hard. I don't know how people do it. What up, Paul? Much love to Alaska. Definitely not a bounty hunter. I don't think there's a lot of money in the bounty hunter business. Although growing up, I kind of wanted to be a bounty hunter, you know, U.S. Marshal, you know. That's why I went to school. I went to school for criminal justice, and I wanted to get into law enforcement. But yeah, doesn't sound as fun as it people probably think. Gotcha. Okay, Christopher. Yeah, so you know. I'm assuming, like all things, though, you probably get used to it, right? Like my son, who's in the Navy, they go on the, you know, their little exercises, and he tells me like how much they're carrying and how far they're going. I'm like, what the fuck? And I thought 15 pounds was hard. I swear, I think he says there's like 40 pounds on them. Yeah, I figured, just like anything, you kind of get used to it. Yeah, I can't believe how hard it is. Even when if I just go walk, or I do burpees with 15 pounds, oh my God, they fucking kill me. Doing a burpee with extra weight is the worst torture ever. Hey, can somebody update me on the game, please? I mean, not that I got money riding on it or anything. What's the score? 0-0. Shit. I don't know. Red Xavier, what's your best bill drill? Go check out the page. Maybe about 6 shorts ago, maybe. I think my bill drill was a 166. First shot was a .97. I think the bill drill was a 166. Splits were probably around 12. But go check out the channel. You'll see my bill drill if you want it. Not too slow than mine. Yeah, dude, Colton, that's a badass shooter right there. I wish Colton actually had a page. We would all try to be like Colton if he had a page. Yeah, if my best bill drill ever is a 166, Colton's is probably like a 114 or 115. And the difference is I'll probably throw a couple of shots and his will all be in like a little nice grouping. CTV, I'm sure you would have been just fine, bro. You get used to that shit. I'll tell you what's hard. Football 2-a-days, that's hard. You did that shit in morning, no sleep, night, helmet, shoulder pads, hitting all day long. What up, Bob? Bob, I love your little icon thing. What do I think about blueberries? I love blueberries, man. Lots of antioxidants. But I prefer gummy bears. I prefer gummy bears over blueberries, but I do like blueberries. I like them in my shakes too. When I make like a, like a protein shake with banana, yogurt, I like blueberries in them. Frozen. They got to be frozen blueberries though. Yeah, for sure, Christopher. It's like everything, right? Everything's mind over matter. Mind over matter. It's all in your mind. It's all in your heart. Yeah. You don't mind, it don't matter. Damn right. Beautiful night out. In case if you guys are wondering, like, what the fuck am I doing? If you don't tune into my lives ever, I'm usually in my hot tub with my wife. So usually me and my wife are in the hot tub taking a bubble bath. But I also drop my daughter off at track training. So our son plays football. He's in the SEC. He's a starting linebacker. My daughter runs track. So she's actually at track training right now. And so I'm just, it's pointless for me to drive home and then drive all the way back. So I just sit out here and wait for her. Sam, appreciate the blessings for our nation. Say a prayer. Our world is pretty jacked up. It's a sad time we live in. CTV, best time was like a 1-2-0? No, that can't be right. Like I don't know, that's gotta be a typo. What was your best build, Dro? Oh, Sam, if it lagged, my apologies. So usually I do my lives in the hot tub with my wife. But my daughter trains on certain nights. She's a track athlete, so she does training, so she goes in and trains. There's no point in me driving all the way back to my house. By the time I get there and like put my shit down and sit down and get comfy, I'll have to come back and get her. So I just hang out here. Obviously, I have my guns on me because I believe in, you know, right to bear arms and keeping my firearms close. But again, my channel is based on 2A content. Hell yeah, Mr. Tandy. What's good, Justin Tandy? Appreciate you tapping in. Much love. $20 seconds? Dang. You ain't doing no build drill in 20 seconds, man. $1.2 seconds. Amir McDowell, what's good? Welcome. Appreciate you tuning in. For those of you guys tapping in, appreciate you. Welcome to the page. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Yeah, thanks, Focus. Yeah, thanks. It's a work in progress. You know, I got to get back. I haven't been in town. Once the football season starts, we just go watch my son play on the weekend, so I don't get to shoot. So I haven't had much content, but I think during this time I'm gonna do some long format in like short 5-minute videos just to keep the content moving along. And then my lives, obviously. But yeah, much love. Appreciate it. Welcome back, Stanky. Focus. I mean, hey, look, you got to start somewhere. I thought you had more than 118, though. Yeah, you got... We all started somewhere. Just keep grinding. All right, I'm done with these fucking gummy bears. I gotta eat dinner. Gonna be full by the time I get home off fucking gummy bears. Kevin, nah, so I run a Bull Armory TAC Pro. So yeah, it has V8 ports, so it has 4 ports on each side. The ports kind of, they call them V8 because they're kind of like at this, I don't know, angle. 4 ports on each side, but it's a Bull Armory TAC Pro. You know, everyone has staccatos everywhere I go. Staccato. So when I'm a Glock guy. When I first got into the 2011 world, I started off just with a T-Sauce. I wanted to get my feet wet, see if I like, you know, how to, you know, like run the gun, the manipulations, the ergonomics. So I got into a T-Sauce, and I'm like, oh damn, this shit's great for a budget T-Sauce Turkish clone. Well, this is fucking awesome. So I started researching my next 2011. I was going to get a staccato, but I'm like, man, I want something different. I don't want the same shit that everyone else has. So I got the Bull Armory TAC Pro, and damn, she's a beauty. I'll take my Bull Armory TAC Pro over a staccato any day. Justin Tandy, so I'm biased. You know, I'm a Hollow Sun whore. You know, all of my optics are Hollow Sun. So I guess it depends on if you're looking for a pistol or AR. I run a Hollow Sun 507 comp, so it's the big boy on my Bull Armory. I love the 507 comp. But you know, listen, I love Hollow Sun because they're affordable. I'm not rich. But I love Hollow Sun customer service. I've broken probably 3 or 4 Hollow Sun now. I call them, I fill out a form, they're sending me a new optic before I even send the broken one off. The Hollow Sun customer service is by far some of the best. Mr. Taylor, you know the drill. J-Mac, loud and fiery as fuck. Appreciate it, Kevin. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Glock fan. I'll take a Glock. If I could only have one gun for shit hits the fan, like shit just went down, it wouldn't be my Bull Armory. I'd grab my 19X. My 19X is like zombie apocalypse. You can only grab one gun. It's my Glock. But yeah, check out Bull Armory TAC Pro. And yeah, the ports are ridiculous. I mean, the fire coming out, like, it just looks cool. The grip texture is awesome. Buttery smooth. You know, I don't know, man. It's an amazing gun. Worth every dollar. Colton Adams, what's going on? Why are you in a vehicle with a plate carrier? Well, because I live in the United States of America, and every time you blink, there's violence, in mental health issues, in murder. But I'm just making that shit up. This is my exercise plate carrier. It's not even armor. It's although I'm pretty sure this steel will fucking stop a 9mm. It's my plate carrier that I used for the tactical games. Good question though. Appreciate you tuning in, Colton Adams. Mark, my guy, what's happening? Much love. Appreciate you tapping in tonight. Happy Thursday. 420 Smith. Yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about the Hellcat. I've never shot one. I don't think I've ever even seen one, but a lot of people love them. Yeah. Damn, so you have a super safe and the LAF. Yeah, you're pissing people off. You are 100% pissing people off. Hey, so I don't know if you have a page, man, but my email's on my channel. Dude, send me some video. I would love to see an LAF with a super safety. That would make my fucking night. I bet that shit is bonkers. You got me wanting to order a super safe and putting it on this bitch. What up, Bando Hook? This is a 7.62. So it's a hybrid. It's an AK lower with an AR upper, but it's 7.62. Yeah, so, man, Friday, damn, it's here. I can't wait to go see my son play football on Saturday. Friday's usually just a call day for me. I'm taking calls and doing emails. I'm going to ride my motorcycle. You know, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for the weekend. Winston Holmes. So this prefers steel ammo. Now, she jams more with the steel mags than the Magpul mags. She doesn't like brass. She jams more with brass. But I find that she runs smoother with the Magpul mags and steel ammo. What up, happy little trees? So I played for the 49ers, and then I was with the Vikings first, and then my last year was with the 49ers. All right, Mark. Hey, hope your daughter's good. Much love. God bless, man. Enjoy your weekend. Hope all's okay. But go take care of baby girl. Kevin Shipwreck, hit me up on email. I usually don't share too much personal stuff just because the world, you know how it is. You know, people always kind of ask me my name and what team I played for and things like that. I don't try to give out that stuff. But hit me up on email. I'll share some information with you, bro. Appreciate that, Colton. Look, hey, Colton, I was trained by the best of them. Still got a long way to go. I shit the bed at my last couple of matches. I think shooting irons set me back light years. I never should have switched to irons for those 3 or 4 months. But yeah, I got the best mentor the 2A community could ask for. Yeah, the steel mags look the best too, Winston. But for some reason, it always gives me a double feed. Ivan Beckner, appreciate it. Yeah, you as well. God bless. Stay safe. Happy little trees. Oh yeah. Hey, listen, I don't know if my advice is always good. Good advice. But I always try to give advice that I've learned through experience or that I would give my sons or my daughter. It's very simple, Respect yourself, be kind to people, have integrity. Yeah, it's a shame, the world that we live in and the exposure that kids have, not just kids, but young adults have to social media and what influences them. Yeah, it's sickening. So I haven't shot brass with it in probably years because it was giving me so many problems. I want to say the steel double feeds, the brass, I don't think was ejecting maybe. But like I'm kind of one of those, I don't have a lot of patience. When a gun starts jamming, I don't have the patience. You know, like I got to get rid of it. Like I'll trade it in for another firearm, even if I lose half the value. There's nothing worse than being, you know, at a match or a range and having malfunctions. I see people when they have it, I'm like, oh, poor guy. I actually did a match with this and it malfunctioned, double feed. I couldn't clear it. Luckily, they let me switch guns. Now, I think that was a freak of just nature because it usually doesn't give me that much of a problem. I think out of maybe 100 rounds, I'd say 5% it'll double feed. So 5% maybe. But yeah, there's nothing worse than a malfunctioning gun. Winston, I've never tried. So what's the thought process? Can you get them to eject a round if you just hold a full mag in your hand and slap the bottom of the slides? I don't know. I've never tried. Should they eject or should they not eject? Yeah, I'll have to try. I wasn't even aware that that was like actually a thing. So I'll have to try and see what happens. Anybody still watching the game? Is it still 0-0? If someone wouldn't mind, let me know what the score is, please and thank you. Too much spring pressure in the mag. I didn't think of that either. I always thought it was probably, well, I didn't really think it was the gun because it usually happens with the steel mags. Now, if it happened both with the mag pull and the steel mags, I probably would have got rid of her by now. So yeah, I'll have to check it out. I mean, honestly, I only have this Kalashnikov steel window cut just because it looks cool. It actually gives me the most fucking, the best looking mag I have for the AK is this steel window cut. And it's the one that gives me the worst fucking problems. Yeah, I think aesthetics is overrated. Looks good, but fucking waste of money. I don't necessarily believe that, Jimmy. My Glocks and my Bull Armory will shoot just about fucking anything. You can give me the most cheapest piece of shit ammo, and my Glock will run it. Oh, shit. Yeah, Colton has a great, that's a great point. I'm only looking for cheap ammo. I mean, if you train enough, You're going to want the cheap shit. You're going to want the cheap shit so you can shoot a lot. I don't own a shotgun, but I want a shotgun. I really wish... hey, Colton. I got a surprise for you, by the way. I'll tell you about it later, maybe. You might puke or you might be impressed. I think you might be impressed. I did a thing. Yeah, so I want a shotgun. I wish I could get the fucking Beretta. I always forget like the actual model. The Beretta shotgun. I think it's the 1301. I think. I don't know. It's like it's not the more expensive shotgun. It's like the more budget friendly. I mean, it's still $1,000. I think I saw it on PSA or maybe Bud's Guns for $800 the other day. Fucking wanted to buy it so bad. But then I keep telling myself, like, what the fuck am I going to, the fuck am I going to do with a shotgun? I do want to do 3-gun, but I'm like, do I really want to spend $800 on a shotgun that's probably just going to sit there? I am going to get one, but not right now. Colin, yeah, that's probably double what I can afford. I'm telling you, man, I do like, why am I blanking on it? It's a 2011. It's not Infinity. It might be, I want to say it's Gunworks, but it's not Gunworks. It's spelled W-E-R-K. But there's like a 12-month lead time. I'm like, I can't wait 12 months for a fucking gun. It's not Atlas. I looked at those two. I looked at Atlas. I looked at Infinity. I looked at the Voodoo. And I landed on this one. God damn it. It's something Works. I'll have to send you a picture of it. It has like it's like a square 2011. It's ported at the top. Oh my God. I've been staring at it for a month. And I can't even remember the name. But anyways, it's beautiful. I would have got it if it wasn't a 12-month lead time. All right, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see the email. Yeah, as soon as I hop off this bitch, I got to see it. No, I'm going to turn the volume up. I'm turning the volume the fuck up. What's the code? What's the code for what? Yeah, I'm going to turn the volume up. 8K with a super safety. New England clam chowder's the code. Oh my God. My fucking stomach hurts. That's hilarious. What the fuck? What's the code for what? O20522. All right. Yeah, I can't wait to check. All right, sorry about that. All right. All right, y'all. Look, my daughter's about to wrap up training. Awesome live tonight. Lots of great dialogue. The trolls. Hey, Real, what's going on? What's good for tapping in? Appreciate you. Hey, check out the channel. Hit the subscribe button. Not security, just a normal Joe Schmo. Bob, you have a good night as well. Much love. Appreciate you guys tuning in, though. Like I said, I'm about to tap out here in a second, pick up my daughter from training. But hit the sub button.
Really appreciate the dialogue tonight. Like I said, you know, not a lot of hate, not a lot of trollers. Always a good time. But much love. God bless. Stay safe, y'all. And until next time, be well.